Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with us. We had to deal with some technical difficulties, but we got video, which I know you're thrilled about. I'm Paul Lockman, pleased to be joined in the booth by Sebastian Millette. Millette, we got to get going here early because Bearcats already in front 3-0.
Yeah.
So in case you're wondering, goals so far by Ryan Murphy. Big surprise there, scored his 7th goal of the season. Colin Rack had a shorthanded goal for Cincinnati, his 2nd goal of the year. And just recently, Schneeberg picked up his 2nd goal as well. Bearcats forcing the issue there right in front, missing a chance. Will reset, holding it in his own zone. Or in the offensive zone, excuse me, Logan Rossiter. Bearcats move it around. Donald Ennis draws into the lineup. He takes a shot, doesn't make its way through traffic, and it is moved down and through by Maryland. So Sebastian Millette, you were the winner in last night's 11-3 win over Marist. And Cincinnati looks like the offense is keeping it alive here. Here comes Lang, right wing side. What do you like so far that you're seeing from our skaters?
You know, I just like the energy, honestly, coming out like this and scoring quick goals and getting up on teams early in the game. It makes a big difference in the dynamic. I think we definitely thrive once we start scoring. We just ride that wave and it just keeps coming. So to get started early like that is a big boost for us.
Certainly so. Cincinnati scored 11 goals, like I said yesterday. Leading the charge was Ryan Murphy. He had 4, including 2 highlight reel goals for sure. And he got the game started with a goal, his 7th of the season, like I mentioned. Cincinnati carrying the puck out of their own end. That was Nick Okada trying to find a long stretch pass through the zone. Dumped down, and we'll have a stoppage in play. 9:12 to go here in the first period. Bearcats come into tonight's game 13-4, 0-1. Maryland, they lost their first game here in Liberty. They lost to the Flames 7-0 yesterday. They come in at 6-9, 1-0. Face-off is dropped to the left of starting goaltender Michael Weber, who hasn't seen too many shots, but he actually did make a key save here early in the game as he was laying down on his belly and scrambling to find that puck before he found the whistle. 8:54 to go. Face-off will be dropped to the right of Michael Weber. In to take the draw for Cincinnati is Stephen Lang. Shot comes from the blue line, makes its way in on Weber. He does a good job of making sure it doesn't get by him. Fought off on the walls. Maryland able to put a shot toward the net. Cincinnati looking to reclaim the rebound. That's Ben Tachi has it. Slams on the brakes, looks for help, sends it along the far side wall, where it's just chopped and played forward by Luke Larbus. There it is, Luke Larbus on a breakaway. He looks to go high glove side, and it is stopped. He lifted it plenty, but just not enough to get over the glove of starting goaltender Adam Childs. Poor Childs doesn't even have a number there on the back of his jersey, but on the roster, we got him as number 30. So, I mean, would that change how you feel if you're in that and you don't have a number on your back? Or?
You know what? When you're really in the zone and the game started, nothing like that really matters.
Spoken like a true professional there. Really appreciate it. Want to give a shout out to William Lemick. He's running the camera for today's game, doing an excellent job so far. So make sure everybody says a nice thank you to him. Armstrong plays it behind the net. Bearcats trying to force it toward the crease. And sure enough, I think Danny Matea got the final stick on it and has made this a 4-0 game. And no surprise there, Danny Matea scoring. Let me see here. He had a goal last night, scored his 23rd, so that makes it his 24th on the season. Bearcats in full control, up 4-0. 7:41 to go here in the first. So Maryland will chip it up and through. Dylan Scammon there to play it. He backhands it, but it goes right to a Maryland terrapin. What a shot taken there by Michael Weber. He took that shot right off the face from leading goal scorer Chris Bouchard. Bearcats send it toward the crease from a sharp angle, and Childs is there to make the save. Man, oh man, I've never been in the crease, Millette, but point blank taking a puck straight to the grill never feels pleasant, right?
No, it sure wakes you up, though.
Fair enough. So I mean, I see it happen a couple of times. I'm pretty sure we hit one off the mask of last night's goaltender, and within the time of him being stunned by that puck, we were able to find the back of the net. How much of it is it of a scramble is it to try to get your bearings and reassess everything, find the puck?
I mean, it really depends how hard the shot is and where it hits you. Straight on is actually a lot better than if it hits you a little bit on the side of the mask. So
you can kind of headbutt it a little.
Yeah, it definitely takes a second or two because your ears ring a little bit too, and you get disoriented for a few seconds. So it definitely could create chances for the other team.
For sure, great save by Michael Weber, fighting it off in possibly not his favorite way at all. 6:24 to go, first period of play. It's been all Cincinnati, full control. Poor Maryland, they lost, like I said yesterday, 7-0, and things off to a rocky start here for Coach Joseph Carter's Terrapins. Bearcats, though, had a 3-goal lead yesterday if you weren't able to keep up against Morris, and the Red Foxes were able to storm all the way back and make it a 3-3 game before the Bearcats turned on the Jets and scored 8 straight to finish the game to win 11-3. Puck cleared out of the zone by the Terrapins, moved right back in, and now chipped up and played in the neutral zone. Ryan Murphy collects it, throws it up to Kiplinger. Kiplinger had 2 strikes yesterday with 2 goals. Tried to find another one here. Puck comes in on Childs. Played to a defenseman. Bearcats not quitting on the play. That's Kiplinger, Brady Kiplinger, working his man along through the boards. Murphy plays it to center, put in, and that's Jimmy Bursinger. I was predicting him to score first for the Bearcats. Little did I know he'd be scoring 5th, but hey, he came in the first period, and Bursinger was in such great position yesterday. I knew today things would go well for him, and glad to see him on the score sheet. Make this a 5-0 Bearcats lead.
And that's it for Childs.
Childs, we hardly knew. Here comes Derry. That is Matthew Derry. He stuck it out all game yesterday against Liberty, gave up 7. And he'll get a chance to maybe help redeem himself, but quite the challenge against a high-power Cincinnati offense. Face-off is won. Bearcats there to control it. Bursinger coming in on the corner, tries to send it to center, only finds a Terrapin. Good back-checking by Cincinnati, disrupts the breakout. Man offsides for Maryland. They have to retreat as Cincinnati holds it in their own end.
If I remember correctly, wasn't Derry their goalie when we played them in regionals last year?
Yeah, in regionals that was the case.
Yeah.
And Bearcats came away with a win there, in this building, in fact.
Yeah.
In case you're a big fan of Jimmy Bursinger, that was number 13 on the year. And I tell you, it's impressive to see how many 20-plus point guys this Bearcats team has. Maryland holding the zone, keeping it in. That's Havey. He sends it toward the crease, where it is picked up in the slot by the Bearcats, who move it to center. And they will send it to stretch the length of the ice. Murphy chasing after it. Maryland, though, will safely play it around the boards. Havey sends a pass in, hoping that the Terrapins can set up. It was a quick stay, and the Bearcats come away with it. Luke Larbus, left wing side, has good speed, able to somehow not fall completely to the ice and keep his skates underneath him.
That looked like it could have been bad if he hit the boards there.
I mean, it's amazing how fast you guys go on skates. And I say you guys, you're a goalie. I mean, you skate pretty fast to the bench when we score, and you're part of the fist bumps there. So.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped up when we score.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can move quickly as well. We got a penalty upcoming here, and that is against Nate Hefner. And if you know anything about Maryland, this is a familiar beaten path for Hefner. He came into this weekend with 46 penalty minutes, and he added to that total. I'm sure. With numbers like that, I'm sure he had a penalty yesterday, too. So
yeah.
I'm not saying that's completely accurate.
You have to keep up the reputation.
Well, Dylan Scammon leads this team in penalty minutes, and he kept up the reputation yesterday. I believe he had 2 penalties, 2 of the 12 penalties. And Nick Glass provided the information, 27 penalty minutes yesterday in all for Cincinnati, though.
That's almost half the game.
That's a lot. That is a lot. Puck played with a high stick there by Dylan Scammon. Lucky for him, that's an infraction. It's not a penalty. So, yeah. Dylan Scammon, you're going to stay on the ice. 3:15 to play here in the first period. Bearcats on the power play coming into the weekend, and even 20% for UC on the man advantage. Face-off is won by Cincinnati. It goes right to Michael Weber, who wisely freezes it. Now, in a situation where you're on the power play, how actively do you want to keep that puck alive and maybe give your team a chance to keep the play moving?
It really depends. I mean, in this sort of a scenario, there's no real need to score a go-ahead goal or anything, so it's better just not to take a risk and play it safe, really.
Absolutely. Smart, wise decision. It's not like the video game where you just pass it out anyway. You know, you got to take care. Yeah, you got to take care of the puck a little more. So.
Yeah, you can't just press a button and the pass will automatically go to the next player.
Much more sensible Bearcats. Though, you know, the way this team passes the puck, I feel like it's that way at times.
Oh yeah.
Cincinnati can really move the puck in beautiful displays. Very, very soothing.
Yeah.
Fun to watch, especially on the power play. Bearcats have it at the point, shot in, fought off by Derry, rebound came out. Bearcats control it, trying to put another one toward the net. Good active sticks there by the Terrapins to break up 2 shot attempts by Cincinnati. And the puck hits the protective netting. 2:11 to play, 39 seconds remain in the man advantage. William Lemick's jam, along with, I'm pretty sure, every college girl ever. As Journey plays over the speakers. And just by saying Journey, you already know what song I'm talking about, so I'll leave it at that. 2 minutes to go here. Under 2 minutes, Bearcats on the power play for the next 20 seconds, hopefully less than that if they can tally here. Ryan Murphy has it. Skates to the blue line. Time and space, moves it down underneath. Backhanded shot by Larbus, finds the glove of Derry. Cincinnati controlling the face-off. Murphy sends it to Okada. Okada, my goodness, that's a ripper. You don't have a choice to block that shot. That shot blocks you. My Lord. So,
it sounds like you're comparing Okada's shot to Chuck Norris there.
I know if I was a hockey player, when I see him raise that stick up, I'm getting out of the way. I know that's not the team player mentality, but luckily I'm not on the. That's why I'm not on the ice.
He scored a ripper yesterday.
Oh man. I liked it. He moved away from the blue line, found the lane, and then picked his spot and put it home. Murphy to Kiplinger. These guys have chemistry. Kiplinger moves it down underneath, can slam on the brakes, then puts it behind the net, looking for some help right in front. Terrapins come in onside. Shot taken by Hafner, and it goes wide. Puck was lost, and on the turnover, Michael Weber stops play with a good freeze of the puck.
Quick instincts there by Michael Weber.
You can never be comfortable. There's no guarantee that the puck is just nicely gonna move out of the zone. Always got to be on edge. Yeah, it looks like.
Might have a lace coming apart there.
Nice help from the linesman. We'll have a stoppage in play here. 50 seconds to go. Cincinnati 5 goals in this period. We were not able to start the game on time on the stream, that is. We were able to start the game on time here locally. Murphy, Rack with a shorthanded goal. Schneeberg scored as well. Danny Matea and Jimmy Bursinger are to blame for the 5-0 lead. Here comes J.K. John Von Kaiserling, and he assists on a beautiful goal to Colin McAllister.
That's his first on the year, isn't it?
That is his first on the year. Colin McAllister looked as pumped as anybody here as the once defenseman last night, back to forward, puts it in.
Are you sure it wasn't J.K.? Are you sure he wasn't assisting? Because J.K. was first in the line.
I think he was first in the line because the pass was so nice. I think the finish, I can't take away.
I don't understand why.
I can't take away Colin McAllister's credit. Yeah, we do.
We have Ian Cosby coming in now.
Ian Cosby coming in to be the goaltender.
34 seconds of the period.
So,
you would have thought they would just put him in for the start of the second, but hey, every second counts.
Every second counts. You know, you want to be out there. You know, you got to get the ice time. And like we were saying, anything can happen. Here comes McAllister. Cosby coming out of the net, so he doesn't even get all of the time as the extra skater is out. Cincinnati would like to control the puck, maybe send it in. Derry is there to freeze at 1.7 to go. And keep Cosby out here. Okay, I don't think he has a choice. He is out.
Cosby fell over on the bench.
Stay on the bench.
Oh man. That's
right?
awesome.
Keep that extra skater out. They can't score with 1.7 here. Was that fair judgment?
If we were desperate for a goal, you know.
Again, yeah, it's situational. It is all situational. Cincinnati is in a good situation right now, leading 6-0, and will be on the man advantage when we come back. So thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out the rest of this game. Plenty more fireworks to come. It feels like 6-0 Bearcats lead. You're watching Cincinnati Bearcats hockey on YouTube. Welcome back, Cincinnati Bearcat fans. We are in Lynchburg, Virginia, where the Cincinnati Bearcats are playing Game 2 of a 3-game weekend against the Maryland Terrapins. The first period went just exactly how you draw it up. Bearcats in front, 6-0. Scored a goal by Ryan Murphy, his 7th of the season. That got the scoring going. Colin Rack scored on a beautiful shorthanded breakaway goal. Went backhand, top shelf for his 2nd goal of the year, followed up by Schneiberg's 2nd goal of the year. Danny Matea notched in his 24th of the season. Jimmy Bursinger scored to make it 5-0 for his 13th of the year. And congratulations to Colin McAllister. He scored his first goal of the year with under a minute to play in the 2nd period. And the Bearcats went out in front 6-0. Also, we saw at the end of the 2nd period, Michael Weber came out of the net, and Ian Cosby came in there. We actually got a follow-up on what really happened, didn't we, Bash?
Yeah, so it wasn't actually a goalie switch. It was that Michael Weber was having an equipment malfunction, and so in order to not compromise the play, he decided to come out for the last minute to solve it so that nothing bad would happen in the last minute of the period.
Way to be.
It was actually a
player.
very selfless move. Very much thinking about the team and not himself there. So,
yeah, great move by Weber. Way to alert the bench and allow them to know. Though I think he just kind of took himself out, which was how it went down. Maybe I could be wrong. But either way, 2nd period underway. Cincinnati on the power play for the next minute and 50. Cincinnati trying to enter the zone. Puck cleared out. Picked up there by Dylan Scammon. He comes in through the left wing side. Shoots low glove side, and it is saved by the goaltender Matthew Derry. Derry did not start this game. He came in after the score was at the 5-0 clip. And Colin McAllister welcomed him to the game by scoring his first goal of the season. And we're now putting it that it is the 2nd period, in fact. Puck moved across by Kyle Talibi, cross ice. They're fighting for it was Armstrong before Bursinger finally got it. Sent it up to the point. Shot taken and blocked by Dylan Scammon. Cincinnati has it underneath the net. Backhanded pass, looking for an open goal mouth pass. But it was broken up. Cincinnati able to control. Holding in, Talibi has it. Left wing circle. Sends it up top, now gets it right back. Looking to move in. Sends it down low to the red line. Sharp pass. And Scammon with a ripper from the top of the circle. That doesn't make its way through. Matea's shot does go through, but it's wide. 40 seconds to go on the man advantage. Puck sent to the slot. It stops there and then is cleared out. Michael Weber comes out of the net. Feeds it all the way down. There's Steven Lavaseur. He has it left wing side, leaves it for Larbus. Larbus puts it back toward the center, and it is put in for a goal.
Weber one pass away from getting that secondary assist.
Luke Larbus left it. I mean, it happened so quickly. You really feel for a guy like Matthew Derry. As I believe Danny Matea got the final touches on that. Is that what you got there too? I want to check my notes. Who'd you have scoring that?
Honestly, I was not.
Larbus give him an assist, and we know it's not technically going to be there, but Michael Weber, you definitely assisted that goal with your long stretch pass.
He definitely got the breakout going, that's for sure.
The 2-line pass, quite impressive. Cincinnati trying to force the issue again. For right now, we'll give it to Matea. I'll figure out. We'll try to keep an eye on the Twitter feed. They're usually pretty accurate about it as well.
Expect to see Ian Cosby come into the game with a goal differential like this.
At some point or another. Ryan Murphy tried to get a shot in. It was broken up. Then he broke up the play. And now Maryland tried to carry it out. That was a futile move. Cincinnati coming in. Murphy feeds it over to Okada, whose ripper hits off the goalie and then hits the protective netting.
It actually hit one of our fans standing down there.
I think it was safe. It didn't get him. Oh, no.
It did actually.
Did it?
It went. It hit the netting, squeaked through right at the top of the boards, and just fell straight down onto his back.
Even hockey fans are tough. He's going to hang in there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds? Teams at even strength. Puck sent out left wing side. Maryland trying to center it. Battle for the puck along the boards. Moved ahead there. Cincinnati able to control it. Good passing. Gets it down through. Shot taken there by Schneiberg. And referees blowing whistles actively to make sure that nothing chippy happens. As a 7-0 game, you'll usually see some extracurricular, to say the very least. So Schneiberg in to take the draw. He's got McAllister to his left, Von Kaiserling to his right. JK plays it down underneath. We got a whistle and we have a penalty, and it will go up against Maryland. So Maryland, they tried to get rid of the chippiness with the extra whistles. Terrapins didn't listen, and that is Nick Kepler that is going to the box. They're discussing what the penalty may be. I'm not sure I caught what they called. 2-minute penalty. Oh boy, not good for Kepler, as they have opened the box and they are saying, you know what, 2 minutes might not be enough for you. Yeah, boy. So that is it. You can close the book on Nick Kepler. He came in to this weekend, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. Only 9 penalty minutes, but if you have 9 penalty minutes, that means you've already had one game misconduct or 1 5-minute major in there. So
True, yeah.
he gets another one. So make that. I can't speculate because I'm sure he might have picked up a penalty yesterday too. So this is a good instance for Cincinnati to really work on some things on the power play. Up 7-0. You got some work to do here. You may be able to see some guys you're not used to on the man advantage. JK gets a shot in there. That one fought and blocked by Derry. Puck cleared out. There to play it was Weber. We'll keep an eye on Michael Weber to see how much longer he's going to stay in this game. He still gets the win as the starting goaltender if things stay put.
Ooh, see what I mean? Side of the head. He looked really rattled there.
Oh, yeah, there it is. As you said it, he was shaking his head. And not just that, I'm sure your helmet's not in the same place that it once was. So you got to kind of maybe readjust there. Donald Ennis was looking for a pass for a man who was stepping off the ice. Little miscommunication. Under 16 to play here in the second period. Right wing side. Cincinnati comes through with it. Only Luke Larbus would try to take a shot from that angle because he can make it. He can make it. He sees holes that just normal players may not be able to see, and he can put the puck, he can tuck it just about anywhere.
Oh, yeah, he actually gets me in practice with that shot. So.
Right over the shoulder. Larbus sends it cross ice. Kyle Talibi with the shot, and I think you could hear the oohs and ahs from the bench. They wanted that one to go through. And who wouldn't? Kyle Talibi playing his second game of the season. His first game was obviously yesterday, and he hasn't missed a beat.
definitely glad to have him back.
Sam Dorf controls the play right at the blue line. Moves it down. Now back around. Dorf had it, moved it down underneath. Looking cross ice, and then they were going to try to feed the slot where Dylan Scammon was. Puck goes arid, and Cincinnati will have to regroup. First 2 minutes have passed on the 5-minute major. Puck dumped in, fought off, and played. Bearcats take it out. Dorf has it, moves it down low. There's Larbus. Toes the blue line before coming in with speed, and he kept that thing low, so I think he was shooting high, now he's shooting low.
Trying to go far side there.
Cincinnati comes through the neutral zone. Lavaseur chases after it, underneath. Picked up there by a Terrapin. Patrick Havey loses it. Armstrong collects it. Goes behind the net. Feeds it to center. Shot taken by Scammon, left wing side. And it is blocked.
Well, that's a shot on net.
Any way you can get him.
It actually had some juice behind it.
Bearcats trying to come through the neutral zone, have it break it up. Colin Rack
Oh, no one catches Rack.
there to collect it. Man, oh man, he's got an extra gear. As he's skated by everybody, goes around the ice. And it's almost a catch me if you can, and most can't. Havey puts another one in on net. That one may not have had as much oomph to it, but it had air. Which it could be misplayed at any time. Michael Weber makes the pedestrian save.
That's funny. Hey, there's one for Armstrong.
Armstrong gets a feed from Danny Matea, and right in the slot, that's where you like to shoot. And Brandon Armstrong on the power play will make this an 8-0 game.
If you're Maryland right now, you've got to just be really losing motivation, I feel like. After losing 7-0 the other night, now you're down 8-0, not even halfway through the game yet.
Well, Maryland will play Morris tomorrow. Maybe they can lick some of their wounds against the Red Foxes. But it's not looking good here against Cincinnati, that is for sure.
I mean, you never want to give Cincinnati a power play period, let alone a 5-minute one.
Cats have only scored once on it, but have controlled play and not allowed Maryland to get any sort of offense generated or, I mean, that's a pretty clean sheet of ice to my right where Michael Weber is standing.
Actually, that's interesting to look at it from above. You really do see a difference.
And this over here, it's a lot of snow. So shot taken by Colin Rack, and save made there by Derry. 12 seconds remain on the major. Who is standing there? What number we got? Who's about to come out of the box for Maryland? It's 7. All right, so Scott Sutherland served the penalty for the recently voided number 21, Nick Kepler. Puck comes over.
Oh, rolling puck for Schneiberg there.
Schneiberg on the backside of that play was in good position, just missed it a little wide. Looking for his second goal of the game. Schneiberg not afraid to rip it here, but that goes wide. He goes after his own rebound. Hefner trying to force the issue for the Terrapins. Yamaguchi comes in. Fights off a man along the boards. Tries to move it down to Hefner, who's chasing after it. The defenseman pretty low in the zone. Still fighting for the puck. Comes out to the blue line. Shot taken by Kremen. Deflects off his stick and goes wide of Weber. Then comes out. JK's got it. And he'll move to his left before dumping it down after he crosses the red line. Great shift there by McAllister, JK, and Schneiberg. Couple of shots generated and no real good looks for Maryland. 10:54. Puck goes out of play. Stoppage in play. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off for Cincinnati. So let's tell you who's on the ice. We got Kyle Talibi in taking the draw is Stephen Lang.
Crosby's putting his helmet on now, which means we're approaching the halfway point. So Weber's going to get the win, and coach is now going to try to put Ian in just to get some time.
Well, Weber may have one more challenge here, and Colin Rack makes sure that it is actually not going to be, as Cincinnati's defense smothers the Terrapins' 2-on-1 chance. Colin Rack, active stick. Not only is he fast offensively, he can get back as well. So, I mean, you can't teach speed.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Did that puck go in? It almost went in. And,
it's behind the net now.
You know, a lesser skater may get hurt on that play. Luke Larbus somehow avoids that giant car accident that looked like it was ensuing.
It honestly looked like he just danced his way through it.
I mean, he spun at the exact right time. He knew what he was doing, and we're now having a discussion with the referee and the coach for the Maryland Terrapins, Joseph Carter, and it ends with a shoulder shrug, as many conversations with referees do. Puck played, offensive zone. Great use of the stick by Larbus to keep the play offensively bound for Cincinnati. Stretch pass there, shot taken, best offensive opportunity for Maryland in a while as they get a couple looks. Michael Weber, though, there to stop play and keep it down. And right as you called it, we've reached the halfway mark. The motion was made to Crosby.
Not yet, though. He was told to wait a minute because Crosby actually came in for about 35 seconds.
Oh.
So he would still get over half if he came in now.
I mean, that's why I need you here, bud. I swear.
Goalies are crazy. They keep track of all the little things like that.
And I mean, I forgot all about the 30 seconds that we discussed at the beginning of the period, which happened at the end of the first. Cincinnati holding the puck. Luke Larbus dumps it in cross ice. Puck moved underneath by Talibi. Stephen Lang was there to play it, and he gets moved off the puck. But yeah, so next dead puck, we should expect to see number 1 in net. I don't have a 15 for Maryland, so I'm not exactly sure who that is.
He's one of the only ones without a name.
Yeah, no nameplate on the back. At least he's got a number on his jersey, unlike the starter Adam Childs. Since left the game, shot taken, and a save made by Michael Weber. And Weber gets his work in.
Had to dig the puck out of his pad there.
And there he goes. So he knows the drill. And what a game, Michael Weber, as he was perfect today. And he didn't allow a goal. And like I said, maybe four good scoring chances for Maryland total. And he shut the door on that. Ian Cosby now will have the task.
Paul. Every save.
Every save matters. Hopefully that'll be a hashtag trending someday. Every save matters.
Goalie lives matter.
Goalie lives always matter. So the puck's still in the defensive zone. Bearcats block a shot, and through that block shot, Dorf sends it over. I guess Armstrong may have beat the play. That was bang, bang. Thought he held the line. Linesman thinks otherwise. Armstrong probably saying the similar words. I held the line. Bearcats, it don't matter. They win the faceoff and immediately enter the zone. Exit pass. Exit pass is broken up. We have a whistle. It is a penalty. And Havey not happy at all. Tripping will be the call assessed to Maryland. And Cincinnati goes back on the power play. Armstrong, Lavaseur, wingers out there. Danny Mateo will take the draw. Kyle Talibi is out there as well. Wait a second. Now, wait a second. Now, what are you talking about? What's all this then? Danny Mateo going to the box as well. So there goes the power play. I got nothing.
I have no idea, Paul.
And you obviously you know a lot about hockey. So I mean, the fact that it stumps you really should say a lot
he
about
may have
that.
Just said something.
He had to have.
Kind of behind the play, and the refs heard it and didn't like it, and that's why. That's my guess, anyways.
I think only the referees and Danny Mateo know at this moment, and probably, I guess, the coaching staff. They probably were let in a little bit. Yeah.
We'll have to check the score sheet.
Well, Cincinnati yesterday scored a goal from practically any possible way you could imagine. 4-on-4, 3-on-4, 5-on-4, 5-on-5. When you score 11 goals, you sometimes manage to do it in a number of different ways. Bearcats very familiar with that. So more open ice, the better for Cincinnati.
You see, Paul, oh, wow. One of the big differences today that I'm seeing as opposed to yesterday is, yes, we're dominating just like yesterday, but we're staying out of the box. 27 penalty minutes, you never want that, whether you're dominating or not. And it kind of put us in a bad situation there with allowing them to tie the game and making it 3-3. Thankfully, we pulled away, but really, to me, that's the striking difference today.
For sure, and I mean, the more, like we were talking about earlier, for Cincinnati to not be committing the penalties, you're getting power play opportunities because the other teams, right there, they're still going to the box at a regular, in regularity, I should say.
Absolutely.
And the Bearcats have such good speed that they really force teams to hold you, force teams to trip you up, force teams to interfere with you. And here's Ryan Murphy, probably the poster child of all that. He is fast, strong, and he's got filthy, dirty hands. And he can put the puck wherever he wants. Jimmy Bursinger sends it across, hits off the skate of the recently exiting Danny Mateo. Puck kept in at the blue line, dumped down, and now chased after Mateo. There on the forecheck, able to help out Bursinger, who gets it up to Okada. Okada back to Bursinger, finds Okada, and he finds the puck cross ice.
Oh. And
the save is made. Shot was taken by Kiplinger, and Derry made the save and then scrambled to make sure that the rebound was kept in his possession. Equal 6 minutes, even 6 minutes to play here in the second. It's been all Bearcats. William Lemick's actually having a easy time being the cameraman with the puck just staying on this side of the ice. It's relatively easy.
No kidding.
UC finds the wrong side of the back of the net. Play is continuing. Fought for in the corner by Brady Kiplinger. Kiplinger loses the puck, and away come Kremen, who moves it out but turned over. Ryan Murphy, he tried to keep it on his stick, and skating backwards and keeping the puck with you that entire time is very difficult. Murphy almost completed it and finished. Cincinnati still able to hold and have possession. Bursinger safely, wisely puts it in the corner. Kiplinger sends it cross ice, top of the circle. Goes wide of the crease. Cincinnati there to control. Bearcats shot. That was taken by Logan Rossiter. Maryland on the breakout. Shot taken. That one goes high stick side away from Cosby. Taken by Hafner. Cats looking to clear it out. Puck hits a stick and goes across the crease. A little bit dangerous there. UC can't clear it out. Dumped in, cross ice. Hafner late in a shift, takes a mean hit upstairs from Logan Rossiter, who is going to go to the box for cross-checking. I thought maybe an elbow, but hey, cross-checking, whatever. I think he just got him up high, and referee making the call. That's roughing? Is it a roughing penalty? Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's almost not fair for Rossiter, so let me look here. It says he's 6'3". Not a lot of, I mean, it's probably, what, 6'5" in skates. Puck leaves the zone, and we'll have a face-off inside Bearcats' defensive end. So, I mean, Rossiter's a big guy. And when you hit a guy who's maybe, what, 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", you're obviously going to hit the guy high. I mean,
it's bad no matter what you do unless you go down on your knees.
Yeah. Puck sent underneath. Maryland holding the zone on the power play. Trying to get a tap in there on an open mouth feed right across the net. Brochure puts it in, and how about that? They're on the board. Bouchard, excuse me. I think I said Brochure. Well, who cares? Bouchard for him, that's number 17. And I do know that for a fact because Maryland did not score at all against Liberty. So everybody's point total really stayed the same there. Power play goal for the Terrapins, 8-1 is the score.
The only thing that changed is their plus-minus, and that would have been for the worst.
Yeah, that is true. Though Maryland does not keep plus-minus for a season stat, which understandably so, it's pretty difficult. Referees are lucky to even get the right guy who scores the goal, yet alone who was all on the ice for it.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a lot.
And that's almost at every level, so that's not a dog on the ACHA. Puck sent in on the offensive end. Bearcats played Maryland once in the regular season a little bit ago. A few familiar faces for Maryland. 3-on-1 here the other way. Set cross ice and broken up. Good defense by Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was Donald Ennis breaking up that play.
Oh, nice move there. And that is a big-time illegal hit. And kick him out of the game for that. Stephen Lang didn't have the puck, and they just hit him anyway. And Havey's going to the box. Interference the call. Well, I don't know what 21 did that got him ejected. I thought that was worse than whatever 21 did. Cincinnati scored 8 in the win over Maryland in the regular season. This was September the 15th, 2017. So I guess 2 years ago, technically. Maybe not technically, but 2 years considering it's 2019. Anywho, Bearcats won that game 8-7 in overtime. Millette, you were the backup on that game. So Weber started that one as well. Though Cincinnati in full control here. And on the power play, Kiplinger has it, moves it to the point, receives it back. Back and forth with Okada. Okada now looks down low, looking to the slot for Larbus. Instead, it comes up top to Okada, who is looking back to Kiplinger, but his pass was deflected wide. Kiplinger's shot hits off the stick of the Terrapins goaltender.
A lumber sound.
You ain't kidding. Surprised that thing didn't break. Here comes Okada from the dot with a shot. And it is glove save made there by Matthew Derry. A minute 45 to go here in the second period. A minute and 1 second remain on the power play for Cincinnati. UC has it in their own end. What a nice saucer pass there from Bursinger. Bursinger got it to Murphy. Murphy gives it to Bursinger, who leads it up to Nick Okada at the point. Sends it to Kiplinger. Kiplinger, top of the circle, moves it down to the red line where Bursinger had it. Looking to feed the slot again where Larbus was patrolling. Final 30 seconds of the power play. Puck being chased after and controlled by the Terrapins. That's number 7, Scott Sutherland. He only has it for a short time before Cincinnati is able to collect it. Tipped in by Bursinger. He'll head off the ice, and the second power play unit is out there.
1 minute remaining now in the second period.
Cincinnati has it moving to center. Looking to find an opening was Murphy, but he got harassed too much and wasn't able to get a shot off. Lavaseur tries to feed it back up top to Okada. Okada has to chase after it as the puck leaves the zone. Bearcats reset, final 35 to play here in the second. Armstrong keeps the puck in at the blue line. Looking for help, is able to come back to it, has it taken away. Here comes Bouchard. Bouchard, right-handed shot, loses the puck. Okada now chasing after him. Kremen had it, lost it. Bearcats trying to control. We're about to leave the zone. And almost a short odd man rush for the Terrapins, though their pass was incomplete. And now the Bearcats are able to clear the zone. Final 5 seconds. We'll tick off the clock here in the second period. That will do it. Bearcats get 2 goals in the period. Danny Matea, I believe, had the first one. If not him, I think it might have been Stephen Lavaseur. So we'll try to figure that out. Here at the break, Brandon Armstrong picked up his 9th goal of the year, and the period ended with a goal by the Maryland Terrapins by number 22, Chris Bouchard, his 17th of the season. We'll take a 15-minute break, be back with the third period of play after this. You're watching Bearcats Hockey on YouTube. All right, folks, welcome back here to Lynchburg, Virginia. The Cincinnati Bearcats in full control as we're about to start the third period. I'm Paul Lockman, pleased to be joined here in the booth by Sebastian Millette, the starting goaltender in yesterday's 11-3 win. So every time that he is scratch, always willing to come up here, and I want to thank you personally for doing that. That's awesome.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, Paul.
So we're here, set for play, and a little back and forth action here. Maryland trying to enter the zone. Ian Cosby is in net for Cincinnati, in case you missed it. Michael Weber started the game, played over half of it. Will be credited with the win if things hold up, which we definitely hope is the case. Icing is the call here at 19:18 to play. Want to thank all the fans watching all over this fine country. Fans I know down in Florida, back in Cincinnati, of course. And we even know that there's fans in New York watching us. Talking about you, Connor. We appreciate it. Even 8-1, you know, I mean, you stick with it. There's a lot more to see. And 8-1 is not your typical third period score, and almost a goal there. Puck, I think, might have hit off the stick of Derry, or at least it acted that way once it got knocked up into the air. Here comes Bouchard. He comes in, puts one right on the chest pad of Ian Cosby.
That's two quick saves there for Cosby right at the beginning of this period.
Puck dumped in. Donald Ennis chasing after it. Number 25 in black has the puck. Moves it over to Nick Okada. Okada has it roll off his stick. Goes right to a Terrapin, who puts a shot in on Cosby there to make the save. Two players get tangled up. No penalty upcoming here, though I believe Matthew Derry had his hand up asking for one. Instead, play is allowed to continue. Maryland enters the zone. Holding the puck, looking to make a few moves. Moves to the corner, in fact. That's Dominic Sesto. And the Terrapins eventually lose possession and lose the offensive zone. Terrapins trying to get by Logan Rossiter. Rossiter with a simple poke check says no. Kyle Talibi comes in and takes a shot, stick side. That is knocked away by Derry. Sam Dorff plays it behind the net. You would not be watching this game had Sam Dorff not been so kind and generous to donate his laptop. And we were able to stream it through there. That's why we kind of had a delay in the game. And I guess we have to assist you as well. Bash, you brought it up here yourself. So
yeah.
Were you on the mission to pick it up?
Boy, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You do it all. You think they might send a freshman, but here you are, a veteran of the team.
Well, the catch is that you have to be 21 to drive the vans, so they would have sent a freshman, but I was the only person not playing today that was over the age of 21. So
short stick drawn, got it. A little behind the scenes action. Yeah, I mean, the struggles that a team has to deal with on the road. This isn't like when you're at home. Though I guess if we were at home, if it was at his apartment or dorm, that would be even worse than a mile drive back to the hotel.
Absolutely.
Dylan Scammon with the puck, moves it behind the net, picked up there by Yamaguchi. From the dot, chimes off the crossbar, and good look there for the Terrapins. Offsides, and Ryan Murphy knew it. A little upset about it. 16:08 to play here in the third. Bearcats will be back in action tomorrow afternoon. There will definitely be no live stream. Liberty takes full control. They have all sorts of cameras set up here. Instant replay. They have a nice production. Timeout is the call.
We'll make sure to get the link up for our fans for that stream.
And by timeout is the call, I believe they just booked Ryan Murphy with a penalty for I guess he slammed the puck on that offsides, and he might have stated his case and didn't use the proper legal terms, and might have said a few things that frustrated a referee. Nonetheless, Terrapins on the power play, which means Ian Cosby will have the challenge of fighting off some shots shorthanded here.
So He's already had to make about 5 saves in the first few minutes of this period.
So Maryland comes into the weekend with an 18.6 power play percentage. Bearcats have an 87% penalty kill coming into last night's game. I don't have those exact numbers in front of me today, but just to give you a roundabout. Terrapins holding the zone. 15 has it for Maryland. He puts a shot in on net, fought off with the pads by Ian Cosby. Pucked up down low, trying to force something around the hash marks and can't. Kept in, and Dylan Scammon was going to try to clear it, but he couldn't pick up the puck right away. Conley then takes aim at gaining the puck. Maryland, shot, sticked away by Cosby. 40 seconds remain on the penalty kill for Cincinnati. Out there on the kill, Colin McAllister, Dylan Scammon, Colin Rack, and I believe, is that JK over there? Yeah, John Von Kaiserling. I was corrected on his name. It's Kaiserling. I've been saying Kieserling, and I apologize. I've been messing up a whole list of names.
Actually, most of us on the team have been saying Kieserling. So
well, that's what gets me in trouble. Peer pressure. That's, you know.
I've also received clarification that
here we go.
Schneeberg is definitely Schneeberg.
Schneeberg, yeah.
Oh my.
So Dylan Scammon getting tangled up with, I believe that's number 22, leading scorer. Bouchard, the only one to score a goal for Maryland. Now, were their face masks connected there? Were they just tangled up, or was that something more? Dylan looks PO'd.
Yeah, he was not happy. He wasn't just giving him a nice big bear hug.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on there, and I think frustration boiling over for Maryland. It's tough to be down a touchdown when you're playing hockey. Maybe not as big of a deal when you're on the football field, but a lot harder to scrum up 7 goals, though the Bearcats made it look relatively easy in the first period. And while we have a second, let's take a look at how Cincinnati has gotten here. I'm sure I have that number in front of me. Here we go. So Ryan Murphy got the party started once again. He scored the first goal for Cincinnati yesterday. One of his 4 goals that he had yesterday. And he scored again to start the scoring for Cincinnati. And he notched his 7th goal of the season. Colin Rack, shorthanded, had a nasty breakaway goal, backhanded past the starting goaltender for Maryland at the time. That was Adam Childs, who has since been chased. Schneeberg, want to make sure we get it right, Schneeberg, put in the 3rd goal for the Bearcats, his 2nd of the season. So big time for Benjamin. And we're still in a delay. Danny Matea made it 4-0 with his 24th goal of the season. Jimmy Bursinger made it 5-0 with his 13th. Colin McAllister ended the first period with a goal, his first of the season, and it was an even 6-0 after 1. We headed to the second. Danny Matea scored his 25th, 2nd of the game. Brandon Armstrong then picked up his 9th goal, assisted by Danny Matea, and it was immediately 8-0. Chris Bouchard scored for Maryland to put a crooked number up there for the Terrapins. And we have no scoring here in the third, and we've played 5 minutes and 45 seconds as we're discussing the penalties. Just looks like it's going to be 2 minutes apiece. Roughing, and let's get going. Which, if that's the case, I don't know why it's taking this long. Okay, so they took off the penalty to Bouchard on the scoreboard, and it just says that there's a 2-minute penalty for Dylan Scammon. Make of it what you will. Ryan Murphy, either way, is going to be coming out of the box here in the next 7 seconds. So somehow, some way, Maryland managed to score 5 on 3 relatively briefly. And Colin McAllister is getting the William Lemick duty of yesterday, and that is serving time that he did not commit. So, bummer. Looks like a party in there. I don't actually think that that's their room situation, or else it would be really awkward if Murphy, Scammon, and McAllister shared a hotel room. Every word matters. You never know what you're going to stumble on.
Oh, here we go.
Thank goodness. Yeah, let's play hockey, and I can stop making a fool of myself. No promises. 5 on 3. Terrapins try to move it to center. Right there was Logan Rossiter, who sends it out toward the penalty box. Wise move there by the defenseman as Ryan Murphy was coming out only momentarily. So it is now 5 on 4. And I guess Bouchard and Scammon aren't going anywhere anytime soon. So Bearcats trying to move it across. What a pass by Armstrong. Finds Danny Matea. Matea finds the back of the net. And these two, man, I tell you. So Danny Matea, I believe that's the hat trick. 2 games for the Bearcats, 2 hat tricks by 2 different players. I don't know where to begin. Number 26 on the year for Matea. Millette, just run through how impressed you are with that line in general.
From day one, our first game of the season, that line just took right off. Even in the scrimmage that we had, inter-squad scrimmage, that very first game day, they've just been spectacular and fun to watch. And I get excited every time they're on the ice because I know something good's going to happen.
Here comes Schneiberg. He's hoping for something good. Maybe his second goal of the game. Instead, it is batted aside by Derry, though. Excellent effort here by Schneiberg as he's working hard near the glass, trying to get that puck back. He got his own rebound and almost looked like he was trying to get a wraparound attempt in there as well. So that's a shorthanded goal by Matea. My goodness.
Yep. We had a shorthanded goal yesterday as well.
Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The speed that Cincinnati has, they can make up for anything, and they can get back when they make a risky play when you are down a man. So long stretch pass that goes arid, icing waved off. I'm not sure. It even looked like Maryland's shoulders were down. They were anticipating a whistle, didn't get one. And instead, the Terrapins get a chance to set up in their own end. Trying to move it to center. Puck comes loose and then hits the boards weird. Here comes Larvis, 1-on-1, and he was looking to get it by Derry and couldn't. Wow. Took a real funny hit off the boards and left Luke Larbis all alone with Derry. He put it up high, and Matthew Derry didn't know where that puck was. He was frozen. Sam Dorf, puck handling his way like he's in an elevator and still able to move around guys. Larbus gets the puck off the boards. Nice chip pass there, set up by Colin McAllister. Larbus draws attention, then feeds it over to Tachi. Tachi tried to dump it down, hit off a skate, and went across the crease. Cincinnati trying to work in the slot, and it looks like Maryland skates, they're not moving as fast as Cincinnati. Bearcats are not giving them an inch. And they're trying to find a Terrapin out of position. Controlling, holding the rebound. Tachi, quick release on a wrister, and he sends it wide of the net. Kiplinger keeps it in at the blue line, sends it to the corner. Now moved up top, there's Donald Ennis. Ennis shot, doesn't get through traffic, and now it is cleared out. Wholesale line changes for Maryland. Bearcats trying to catch him on the change and are now able to enter the zone. Here comes Ryan Murphy. Murphy sends it across the crease, waiting for some help. Derry way out of position. Murphy trying to get a shot. He can't. Puck still loose. Murphy has it, looks, and he hit it wide.
I think that may have deflected off one of the Maryland defensemen, but I could be wrong.
I think you could be right as well. It looked like there was just one extra body that Murphy was trying to get it around, and it might have hit off some of his paraphernalia. Puck sent to the slot by Maryland, broken up, and now moved ahead. Here's Ryan Murphy. He's got wheels. Gets by his defender, draws a penalty, and will score a goal. It's pretty anticlimactic when he scores almost. I don't know what else to say. This guy is fast, strong on his skates, and has hands. And that is a deadly combination. Ryan Murphy doesn't even celebrate his goals anymore. Though when you're up 9-1, I get it. But he scored the first goal yesterday. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no.
He scored the flashy in-between-the-legs goal yesterday, and he didn't scrape the ice, didn't bang against the boards. He's like, oh, it went in.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, one of the things that impresses me the most about Ryan Murphy is his ability to protect the puck. Even when there's a bunch of pressure on him, the way he protects the puck is just, it's something that I've almost never seen before from one of my teammates.
Here comes Danny Matea. Bearcats are still on the power play as Murphy did draw a penalty there. And penalty is to Havey, number 10, for Maryland. So Cincinnati fans, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you come to a game here when the Bearcats play at home. You may be lucky enough to see Ryan Murphy or Danny. You're definitely going to see Danny Matea and the rest of this group. I mean, they are so much fun to watch. Brandon Armstrong, Jimmy Bursinger, Ben Schneiberg. I mean, these guys are great. Lavasura has it. He's got speed. He moves it up to Matea. Matea, right wing side. Looks for an angle. Goes behind the net. Holds it. Holds it. Holds it some more. Now he'll dump it to the corner. Holding it now is Dorf. He moves it down low. Matea has it. Maintaining control. Look to the slot. Was trying to feed Armstrong. His shot is blocked. Great defensive play there by Maryland. Dorf keeps it in at the blue line. Sends it cross ice, left wing side. Puck mishandled, but settled down. Cincinnati still has it. Dorf controlling, shot, put toward the net. Derry thought he had it. Rebound attempt is loose. Referee is down there, and Derry keeps the puck out of the net. So, not too shabby for Cincinnati here. 2 games, double digits both games. And a shot comes in on net. Was that saved? It was saved. My God, you never know anymore. I mean, the shooting percentage is insane here. 7:56 to go. 10-1 is the score. 8 seconds remain on the man advantage, so Cincinnati may have to do it quickly or not. Final second ticks off. Puck comes right into the glove of Derry, who makes another save. Havey will skate out of the box and go to the bench. Puck controlled behind the net, and nasty spill there taken by, is that Danny Matea?
No, that was
Larbus. Ooh. Right back on his skates. He gets the puck. He can make up for it right here, right now. Comes in with speed. Looked to put it by Derry. Fought it off with, I believe, the glove there.
I think it was the pad. It looked like he changed his mind at the last minute. He was looking for that short side high again, but Derry was in very good position, so there were no holes. So I think he saw that and tried to go low maybe last minute.
Puck jammed toward the net, goes wide into the corner. Derry's like you, Bash. He's got good size, 6'2", as a goaltender, which means, you know, positioning obviously is always important, but a little added bonus when you're slightly taller, bigger, lengthier. I'm sure there's disadvantages as well, but
yeah, I mean, definitely, it's an asset, especially going down in the butterfly when you have the height.
So what are some disadvantages of being a tall goaltender?
It's, you know, especially when you have really long legs, it takes more, it's harder to get those quick bursts with your legs to slide across and make those pushes, because it's just more leg to move. But then you get the added advantage of covering more net down low, too, when you have long legs. So I would say overall it's definitely more of an advantage. Absolutely more of an advantage.
You're more of an imposing figure as well when you stand a bit taller in that.
Yeah, well, you look at, you know, well, there's a goal for Maryland, number 15. Did you get a name for number 15?
No, I did not. But he did score nonetheless. A little bit of bad luck there for Cosby. Shot came in on the break. A little bit of a fat rebound came out, and was able to tuck it in there, stick side. What hole do you call that there?
Between the arm and
the pad, I guess.
The
yeah.
upper body. Yeah.
Is that the 7 hole? What?
Oh, there's no specific.
There's
name
no
for
number.
It.
Okay.
But it's yeah. It's not a fun one to be scored on. When it goes in through there, usually you feel like you want that one back, from personal experience.
Certainly feel like you might have should have got a piece of it or a big chunk of it. Cosby has played well, has made a couple of sharp angle saves, just got burned on that one.
Yeah, he's had a stellar period, so.
Puck sent cross ice. I do have a number for 16. No, I don't. That's a lie. Don't have him either. Shot by Sesto. Got him. And in fairness to Maryland, Bearcats have Kyle Talibi on their roster, which it's not on the ACHA website since the second semester hadn't started until this game for Cincinnati. So here comes Brady Kiplinger, right wing side, makes a move, has the puck taken off his stick by the defenseman, comes back to him as he was in the slot, and he was cross-checked from behind, and a familiar path here for Havey as Patrick Havey going back to the box. He had 6 penalty minutes coming into this weekend. I know for a fact he's got at least 6 in this game, and he's making friends with the lady who's holding the door for him. 10-2 the score, 4:03 to play here in the period. Bearcats 1 goal away from matching last night's total. Cats have it. Move it across the ice. Controlling is Matea. He was looking to feed the slot. It's been successful so far. Cross ice feed. Matea takes a second to settle it down, then moves it to the slot. Puck comes loose, right wing side. Sneaky Steve. Steven Lavaseur makes no mistake about it. A ton of empty net. And he just picked a spot and buried. 11-2 is the score. Cincinnati doesn't even run down the gamut. You just get back to the circle. Been here before. Bearcats skating in, trying to cause some more havoc. Instead, play is broken up. Though the Cats are there to control it. Skating around, sending it cross ice. There's Dorf. Dorf feeds it over to a backhand. I think that moved across the top of the crease before going to the other side. Wraparound attempt, gets deflected. Dorf settles it down, puts a shot in on Derry, who has to do everything he can to move that puck out of the zone. Picked up, miscommunication, but Dorf has it bounce over his stick. Oh, Bouchard, little fancy
Ian got
there.
A piece of that. I think Cosby got a piece of that.
Cosby with a nice stick save. Maybe a piece of the blocker caught Bouchard's attempt. Here comes Okada with speed. He looks for a wraparound attempt, but lost the puck behind the net. JK has it. Von Kaiserling looking to move it back up toward Okada. Instead, he has it taken away. Big hit along the boards. That's Schneiberg, who dumped his man.
No, Paul, we're getting a little sloppy here. I don't know if I like what I'm seeing from Cincinnati here. The turnovers are starting to add up late in the third.
You want to play a full 60 minutes.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't agree with you more. Offensive zone faceoffs. 1 minute, 44 seconds remain in this one. It's all over but the handshakes. Puck moved to center. Schneiberg takes a hit up high. Took it like a champ. Got right back up. Didn't retaliate. Here comes Maryland.
There's a nice
what
save.
a save. 2-on-1 became 1-on-none. And Ian Cosby looked big in net as he was able to knock that puck away from the leading scorer for the Maryland Terrapins. Bouchard definitely wanted that one to go through. Puck knocked off the stick of Ben Tachi. Tachi has it roll by him. Minute 10 to go here in the third. He looks up and will feed it over, all the way over to Luke Larbus. Larbus dumps it on down. There's Bursinger. Bursinger has it, skates around, feeds it up top to the point, kept in by Okada. Okada wisely plays it wide of the net, looking for some help. And a stop and play is frozen. 51 seconds remain. Derry did a good job there by breaking out and stopping any offensive opportunity Cincinnati might have had. Score is 11-2. There we go. So this is going to be fun to recap all the goals one more time. We'll do that at the end of the game in case you're wondering if your favorite UC Bearcats scored or not. Stoppage in play and another whistle.
That lady was on her phone.
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
I tell you, this isn't. This arena is no Sports Plus where there's netting protecting everybody all throughout the boards. You know, here it's more of a open type feel. I see what they're going for, you know. But Sports Plus, we don't need all the stadium seating or the high tech TV equipment or the clean boards.
Would be nice though.
Or the giant video board. The nice even parking lot.
The nice ice.
Beautiful ice.
Lit up parking lot.
Yeah, well lit parking lot.
They took down a light to
Sports Plus is more humble, you know, more humble abode. 16.2 seconds remaining. And puck is in the corner. Nobody actively working hard anymore. This one is over 11-2. Cincinnati with a big-time win over the Maryland Terrapins. The win improves Cincinnati to 14-4-0-1. Whew. Back-to-back games of 11 goals. Bash, this is always fun.
Oh yeah.
You got anything?
Well,
any final words on this one?
I was gonna ask you if you had thought about the 3 stars.
You know, let's go ahead and do it. So 3 stars. We'll start with the 3rd star of the game, Michael Weber. He'll get the win. Didn't
That was
allow
my
a
pick,
goal.
too. Yeah.
Nice. For the 2nd star, you can go with a lot of different players. I'm going to give it to Colin Rack. His shorthanded goal, it wasn't the difference maker, but
Well,
it was the
early
2nd goal.
in the game, so it set the tone, really.
It was a shorthanded goal, set the tone. Absolutely great, beautiful shot there. And number 1, no stranger to being the 1st star of the game. I'm going to give it to number 24, Danny Matea. Hat trick, makes it look easy. Scored goal number 24, 25, and 26 in this one. So one more time really quickly. Goals from Murphy, Rack, Schneeberg, Matea, Bursinger, McAllister, Matea, Armstrong, Matea, Murphy, and Lavaseur capped us off at 11. So want to thank you again once more for joining us on Bearcats Hockey on YouTube. Once again, no stream tomorrow. We will hopefully be able to set you up with a link so you can keep up with these cats. It is tough to keep up with them. So for Sebastian Millette, William Lemick, the cameraman for today's game, and all the Cincinnati Bearcats, thank you for watching. You've been watching Bearcats Hockey on YouTube.